What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another solo leveling Arise video. It is Saturday, it is the weekend, and your boy is obviously spending time with family. My kids are currently taking a nap, so I'm going to go over a few things that are very, very important and coming to an end, especially when it comes down to resources and codes. That's right, codes. Season 3 for the content creator program is almost going to be over. I'm going to be going in today and sending out all of these codes again. So we have 5 more days, guys. I believe 5 or 6 more days. I apologize. 6 more days until all of these codes expire. So I'm going to make sure for the next 6 days that every single day, if you are going to be supporting me on the supporter program, that you will guarantee yourself a code. I'm going to try to push every single one of these out. There are 5 codes. Okay, in total, you can get yourself 2,000 essence stones, 100,000 gold, a couple blessing stone chests, some gate keys, as well as some mana imbued fabrics and rune fragments times 200. All of these are very, very much worthwhile. So definitely, guys, make sure you are on. If you have just started supporting me, the last time I sent out all these supporter codes was 2 days ago. So again, I will do it today. I'll do it tomorrow, the following day, etc. I'll make sure that everybody gets their codes. Now, remember, in order to redeem these codes, you're going to have to go to your tab that says supporter, click on this, and it'll be right under this section here called My Coupon History. And this is where you're going to see the codes, and then you can click on it and then redeem them through the game right over here. I just want to make sure everybody knows this, because right now a lot of people are being brand new to this game, are coming in and they don't know how to redeem the code. You redeem it right over here, and then it'll pop up in your mailbox where you can go ahead and actually grab these and use them as you need to see fit. Okay, so just remember that that will be happening today and for a couple of the next couple of days, actually. So we'll make sure you guys get what you need. All right, so that I want to get out of the way now. The next thing a lot of people have been asking me about is to actually talk about and actually do the guide for the witch boss. I'll do this one first before I do Caecilian, because I feel like Caecilian specifically has a lot of bugs, and it's one that it's going to take a little bit of time to put together, specifically understanding all the mechanics, understanding where all the bugs are, and putting a thorough guide out, especially because I want the devs to see it and I want them to kind of fix a lot of the issues that are currently happening, right? So let's go through that real quick, and we're going to cover all of that right now. But first, we're going to do the Ice Witch. Now, in terms of the Ice Witch, I'll talk about the weapons I'm currently using, how I do it, where I'm at, etc. Right now, this is of course only for free to play. I'm not doing any of my pay to win guides, because most pay to win guides are straightforward and easy to beat. There's Caecilian right there. I'm at tier 13, but I have been working on the spider more just to get that out of the way. And then for instance dungeons, I'm on 15 and 13 here. So if you start doing around 15, you guys can see the power level does rise to 454. Do not be fooled. All right, by any means, shape, or form here. The boss is insanely powerful, a little bit overtuned, and I think a great challenge overall, though. I personally love it. So a couple things to note about the Ice Witch. She does summon. She summons 2 of the elves, I believe. It's the elf captain as well as the archer. And then she does have a break, of course, that is on a limited time. So this little clock means she doesn't have a regular break bar, but she does have a mechanic where she goes to the center of the stage and actually does summon one of those yellow break bars that you get on the guild boss. And then she, of course, she has creates a debuff zone that does continuous damage, so you got to be careful of that one. The monster inflicts freeze temporarily, so brings someone immune to it, and then she's strong against water. Now here's the catch: being strong against water is one thing, so you're gonna have to bring somebody who can cleanse. So Alicia is almost a must here. Now, in regards to units that I like to bring here, I just bring anyone with a lot of power and a break. So I bring Gunhi here, I bring Alicia, and I usually bring myself Chop. Okay, I'm gonna go with the Phoenix bow here. You can also use the Orb of Avarice if you want, and I'm gonna go with the Plum Sword. Now you can of course Westwind this the entire time. I won't use Westwind for this fight, just to show you guys obviously how the bow works, and because we're using the bow, we're going to go ahead and use ourselves the following skill. We have Sonic Stream with the epic version on the free to play, and we have ourselves the epic version of Ascension Break. Ascension Break is very, very important here, just because you can get yourself a ton of damage, plus get yourself a break, at the same time build your ultimate very quickly. And casting your ultimate a couple times in this fight is really going to help you push some of that damage out as well too, right? Now, in regards to blessings, I'm going to use extra dashes because you're going to need it. We're going to use the boss layer because you're going to need DPS. We can change this advanced dagger technique for like something like camouflage if you were looking for survivability. So I'll just toss that in there to help you guys out. And then we have ourselves the weakness detection, which you can of course switch out for something else if you think something's better for you. Like if you want to go with reawakening, for example, for faster cooldowns, or you know, something like Chains of Blood. It's up to you. I'm going to keep weakness detection in though, and then we're going to go from there. Now, armor perspective, I've got myself Curse, and I've got myself Expert. Now, if you bring support, it's not a bad idea. Like, you can get yourself like more sorry, more attack with Holy set, or more damage with through the White Noble set. So there's a couple different options you can go with, but this is what I currently have going. And remember, Alicia's there to cleanse. That's mainly why we have her, and this is, I think, the best setup to go with. Now, the Shadow Moon daggers are a good option if you don't have the Plum Sword, and of course, if you want to use Westwind, you can actually destroy her with just using Westwind alone. You don't need a fire weapon, but again, I won't use Westwind for this fight. Now, the main thing with her is she has multiple attacks. You got to be very careful with a couple things. Okay, first off, her attacks like to follow you. That's one thing. Secondly, there's a lot of conal attacks. So just standing in one place and not zigzagging is actually kind of tough. So you're going to have to watch out. Now, this is her biggest and easiest attack to avoid. So make sure you are avoiding that one at all costs. Go in with all of your major attacks. This is where I would summon my shadows. And then doing like a Sonic Stream here is not a bad option. Remember, her attacks are mainly built to do punishing damage inside and outside. Okay, so she doesn't have like... She's very unpredictable when you first start, but it actually starts to make sense. Like this right there is a 3-time attack, the little snowflake one. So all you got to do is just avoid it 3 times. Just move around, don't sit still. I think that's kind of where people struggle with this, is the fact that they think that this is an easy fight because, you know, she stands in one place. All of her attacks are meant to make you move. That's why she doesn't need to move at all. Like, look, 1, 2, 3, right? And then you'll see right here, 3 attacks go by, do your attack. This is going to be a massive one right there. This is a three-way attack. Go in, conal attack right there. This is gonna come at you. This one follows you. Look. It just follows, right? So look how much damage it does. This is why it's so important to have a dash available. So sometimes having the boss the boss slayer is not a good idea. Okay, we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna go ahead and dash, and we're gonna hit it with an alt. Now, the thing with Ascension Break, the reason why it's so important to bring it, number one, it's an amazing break. Number two, though, it builds your ultimate so much faster. And with the Plum Sword in place with it, you're going to be able to do way more damage by having it available to you, right? With your alts. So here we go. They're going to summon your ads. Whew, I hate that. So killing that one ad is the most important one. Okay, the girl. She is the most annoying part of this fight because of the little... traps she puts on the ground. So try to get rid of her as soon as you can, and it'll make the fight that much easier. Like, you don't have to really worry too much about her after she's gone. The other ad is not like, the tornadoes are annoying, but it's not a necessity to get rid of. 1, 2, 3. Okay, go in here. Now just keep in mind, I did my break right now. That was a bad idea. That's gonna mess me up. I'm probably gonna die here because I did that. So normally you save your break for that phase right there. Okay, so normally right there that you want to break that. So that was my fault. Timing is, so it's like 28 bars, I think she does it. Okay, get out of this. You guys can see here the amount of damage she does is pretty insane, right? Look at that, 7 HP left, guys. I messed up a few times here. That was my fault. Like, from a damage perspective, we're good. We have enough damage to get this done. Okay, we're going to do alt here. Should have done it with the Plum Sword, but... I mean, we're close, right? At least we'll get amplifying draw on this. Now, we're not going to be able to finish this, I don't think, with this last... Oh, we did. We got it done. So there you guys go. So that was a close call. So this is where I would change a few things up if you're struggling. Okay, I'm going to give you guys some alternative options here on how to get this done. Again, this is a tough fight. It's actually the best fight in the game so far, in my opinion, because hell, it reminds me of Final Fantasy 7 or Final Fantasy 14. I used to play Final Fantasy 14 MMO like religiously. I finished Endwalker and everything, but this is a fight where I would highly recommend, if you're struggling with mechanics, take away Boss Slayer. Okay, take away Boss Slayer and give yourself another survival one. Like, for example, I would put on this, if you have the Kasaka Steels, this is not bad. It reduces the damage you take, and it's a great option to survive. Camouflage is almost a must on this one, just in case you do run out of dodge. It's a great one to have. Another great one here, like if you do have it, is, believe it or not, would be Swift Strike. So whenever you use Extreme Evasion, it enhances your abilities. Whenever you use Extreme Evasion, your damage increases by 7% for 5 seconds. This is happening a lot, so it's not a bad option. Also, the Assassin one from the back attacks is a great one too, if you plan to use it. So, like this, it just gets harder from here. So as it gets harder, your survival is going to matter even more. So it's probably pretty smart to bring yourself a little bit more survivability options and kind of gauge where your DPS is at after doing the fight. If you can't beat her because you're lacking DPS, then switch it up and just be more cautious about what you're doing, right? So for example, right now, I have 2 survivability skills and I had a lot of time to get the job done last time. So we're going to try this time and see if we can increase our core. There it is, right? Now look, she's attacking the ads, and that's the most important part. We're going to avoid this. she's gonna start doing her ground attacks. There it is. See, she's going after all the shadows, which is important. That's kind of what you want. Okay, here come the 3-prong attacks. 1, 2, 3. Get in there. Slash. Ascension. Get out. Right? You guys can see that. Here comes the one that follows you. Oh no, this is the one that she goes across the board. Actually, never mind. Sorry. So this one here is an annoying one. This is the one you kind of have to do a shadow step on time, so you don't waste time chasing her. It's just better to get it done. Here comes her big one. Hey, avoid that. Ascension. This time we're gonna wait. 1, 2, 3. There's the 3 attacks. Again, you can see the pattern. Once you learn the pattern, it's much easier. This one here follows you. Okay, so run, dodge twice. We're gonna go in with plum, and we're gonna ult. So you guys can see, right? Once you start seeing and learning her mechanics, it's not as difficult to avoid the damage. It's just you have to be really, really patient and understanding of like what's going on around you. This is gonna do a frontal one. So yeah, frontal one doesn't follow you. It's just a one-time attack. And summon our guys. This is the AoE that she does all across the board. Again, not a hard battle by any means. Just a lot going on, right? So we're gonna run around for this one. The shadows are there to absorb a lot of this. This is why you kind of want to summon them around this time. And this one she goes across the field. So follow her. Okay, there we go. And it'll be plum again. She's gonna summon her ads right now. There they are. Get ready for the bow chick. She's gonna start doing some crazy maneuvers here to try to knock you out. Again, getting rid of her more important than anything else. Okay, so just this guy not as important. The other girl is though. Oh, just destroyed me. There you guys go. Got my ass whooped on that one. That was bad timing on my end. All right, guys. I just wanted to kind of show you the whole tier 15 fight to tier 16. I'm gonna go back and finish this one up, but that's essentially the whole fight. Learn the patterns, time your dodges, get your shadow steps in, and do as much damage as you possibly can with your fire weapon. And again, if you have Westwind, you'll destroy it with Westwind. I don't even want to use my fire weapon. I'll probably go back and just do this with Westwind, but just so you guys are aware, the skewer is a good option still, especially for survivability, so you can get a little bit more HP back from eating the food. The Orb of Avarice is incredible for this fight. Probably might be even better, just as good as the bow, I would say. And then, of course, lastly, avoid melee ones. Melee ones are tough in this because she does so much in front of you attacks that you'll probably get eaten alive by doing that. All right, guys, this is Payne. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.